right here on Saints TV.
For real estate.
Well, here we are. It's basketball season, and it's official.
No practice tonight. It's the real deal.
It's a real deal. Candle Genius here to my left. I got Not Your Average Joe to his right. And between us, in the number 2 position, I just got demoted. We have the Duke himself, and I might just promote you to the Duke, or Duke for short. Thanks for being here, guys. This is fun. We're basketball season, and I can't believe it. It really feels like it can't possibly be basketball season already.
Right. Yep, exactly. Drive over, snow on the ground, and 3 degrees this morning. Okay, maybe it could be basketball season. So I think we're getting closer. But hopefully the boys and girls are ready tonight, and I'm sure they are. We talked about that on the way over. It's not like you get used to fall sports where volleyball and football both. You kind of get a warm-up game or two, right?
Yeah,
There's not with basketball. This is a conference game, right? That you can't win a conference championship tonight, but you can lose one.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
That's it's one of those crazy things that this game counts, and it matters a lot. It means a lot. So it's here we go, right into the fire early on.
And these two teams last year, looking at last year's overall rankings, pretty close in the standings, if I remember right. I think.
Yep, you're right on. The Saints girls finished 3rd in the top of Iowa East standings, and Central Springs right behind them in 4th. And they, split last year. Saints win 1, and Central Springs wins 1 in this series a year ago. Should be a good game tonight. Central Springs, I was expected to finish towards the top of the conference here again this year. Kind of a reset in the conference in basketball, I think, in boys and girls. With West Fork graduating quite a few, Osage a bunch as well. So I think it's a wide open top of Iowa conference girls race especially. So it'll be an interesting start to this year. Both teams return a bunch of points and a bunch of offense. We'll go through that here as we get started. Should be a good night, fun night to start off the season. Thanks for joining us on Saints TV. A couple quick stats to go through as we think about this girls game as we get started here. Central Springs 14-9 last year. Your Saints 17-7, and we talked about the split with those two teams splitting last year, going 1-1. We're gonna check out some of our new graphics to start off the year. So we had a really good time with both the boys and the girls basketball team putting together some of this stuff. Duke Scoop, from a technical standpoint, put all the stuff you're seeing on your screen tonight together. Did a fantastic job.
Couldn't have done without you, Joe.
We had a lot of fun filming with these kids and kind of getting to know them a little better. So you'll get to see some of that throughout the year. But that's what our matchup looks like here tonight. Should we get in and talk about some starters, Travis?
Yeah.
So the starting lineup for your Saints looks like this. Starts Kinsey Anderson, number 13. Kinsey is going to be the point guard to start off here. 63 assists last year, averaged 2.5 assists a game. She's going to be that kind of court general that this team's going to need. She'll look to bring the ball up early and often here and get the offense started for the Saints. Up next, Aspen Falk, number 31. Aspen Falk, also a senior. Kinsey's a senior, so is Aspen. Aspen's the second leading scorer from last year's team, so obviously she returns. She's also the second leading rebounder. Scored 171 points last year, averaged 7.1 points a game and 4.3 rebounds a game, and then threw in 2.5 assists. So her and Kinsey are going to bring the ball up together. Both of them, like I said, averaged 2.5 assists per game last year. That's Aspen Falk. Next up, Kaylee Hicken. Kaylee senior, number 25. Kaylee's going to play that wing position. Played in, I believe, all 24 games last year. The Saints returned 5 girls who played in all 24 games a year ago. Next up, Amelia Porsche. Amelia, returning junior. She was the 3rd leading scorer on the team. Really came on strong in the second half last year. Had 157 points, averaged 6.5 points a game. She was also the 3rd leading rebounder with 4 rebounds per game on average. So
it was really exciting to see Amelia last year as a sophomore.
Yep.
Just really, really develop as a player. That was a lot of fun.
Exactly. Obviously, the Saints graduated Madison Hillman, their leading scorer and their leading rebounder. So between Amelia and Lindsay Cruzy, I think those two are going to try to fill those big shoes, right, for both those two. So let's take a look at that. Next starter, Lindsay Cruzy. And like I said, number 53 here. Lindsay's just a sophomore as well, so kind of that next line of youth into the Saint Ansgar girls basketball program. She, same deal, played quite a few minutes in the last few games of last year, really came on strong to end the year. She's got big shoes to fill as she tries to fill out those Madison Hillman points and rebounds that are left. But again, I think that'll be a group effort that we see between Lindsay and Amelia, and I'm confident it's next girl up, just like it is in football. If somebody gets hurt, same deal. You graduate
absolutely.
somebody in this game. It's who's going to fill and step up and fill those points up. So that looks to be Lindsay Cruzy. Fun to watch her play. And we'll know a lot more about this team in about an hour.
For sure.
But it sure looks like they've got a ton of experience back, and that's going to be a big positive for the Saints. If you look on the other side of the court for Central Springs, they've got a lot of that same thing back. They've returned 7 girls who played in 17 or more games a year ago, including their top 2 scorers and top 2 rebounders. Yeah. So they return a lot of offense and a lot of defense as well. A couple players to watch there for you. Casey Crum, number 53, 6'2", listed in the program, 6'2", junior. She's their leading scorer and leading rebounder from a year ago. Averaged 14.5 points a game and 10 rebounds. Averaged a double-double in high school basketball.
As a sophomore.
Yeah, that probably works, right? Yeah, as a sophomore.
Probably works.
Point. Great point.
And she can step out and shoot the 3 every once in a while too. So.
Sure does. Yep. She kind of in that game we lost to this team last year. She really took it to us in the second half of that game. So the Saints are going to look to try to change their fortune there. Number 45, Aubrey Haft, we believe is how you say that last name. Also a junior. She's their second leading scorer and rebounder. So, again, those 2 girls, they like to really force the ball down low, get the ball inside. That's their game. So, I'm sure the Saints have a game plan to try to deny those interior passes tonight.
To our right tonight, I got Slammin' Sammy here running the camera for us tonight. Thank you, Sammy, for running the camera tonight for us. To his right is the pet band, so if you're catching a lot of extra noise, that's where it's coming.
We're probably going to need a copyright infringement here on YouTube, aren't we?
We might. It depends on how good these guys are.
Right, yep, exactly. Can the YouTube algorithm pick up what that is? That's probably a good way to evaluate how good your band sounds.
That's probably a wise idea.
Does it violate YouTube's copyright?
I'll be watching for that, for sure.
So, moral of the story, if we sum this thing up, 2 pretty evenly matched teams. Should be a whale of a basketball game here tonight. A lot of returning players for both teams. Should be a fun one. We got about 4.5 minutes to the tip here in Manly. Central Springs versus Saint Ansgar.
Yeah, let's take a little commercial break here. We're going to be getting starting lineups here on the floor, I'm sure, in just a moment. But in the meantime, let's go say hello to some of our sponsors.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it. Contact Agent Brian Putney with offices in Saint Ansgar and Stacyville, Iowa.
At K2 Agronomy, we embrace a holistic approach to crop production, focusing on soil, seed, and plant health. K2 Agronomy, helping our customers to achieve the maximum return on their investment.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services in Stacyville, Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team's experienced agents understand the unique risks and needs of the agricultural community. They offer competitive rates and comprehensive coverage to protect your farm, equipment, crops, and livestock. Choose Focus Insurance for reliable service, market expertise, and peace of mind.
At Johnson Oil, We're in business to be partners in your success.
Lenders aren't farmers, it's pretty easy to make a harvest ad for them. But when your lenders are farmers, like at FSB, things get a little more complicated. So do us a favor and just ask us how we can help you grow your operation.
Wait till I get to tell them we still have to scoop manure tonight.
All right, folks, time to get real. If you're not subscribed to the Enterprise Journal, you are missing out. What a great Mitchell County newspaper. They cover sports, they cover music. They cover it all from Osage to Saint Ansgar to Riceville, the student activities, the political environment. If you are a resident of Mitchell County or once were a resident of Mitchell County, you owe it to yourself to keep in touch. Great editorials from Cassandra Leff, always entertaining editorial from Lindsay Falk. Every issue, every week is packed with value. You've got to subscribe today. Call 641-713-4541. Do yourself a favor. You deserve it. Subscribe today. Call the Enterprise Journal and get yourself a copy coming every week. Tell them Candle Genius sent you. All right, we are back. Clock is ticking down, guys. It's 1 minute and 22 seconds here to go time. Both teams getting warmed up. And I'm not hearing myself very well. You guys
want a little more volume?
Oh. Yeah, no, that's good.
I was trying to drown out the band.
That's
they're playing very
very
well.
Great.
It's not yes.
Loudly and
I can't hear myself.
Loud and proud.
Loud and proud. Absolutely.
That's probably a good idea. I just want to make sure I wasn't just talking to myself out there. Hey, just a quick shout out. You see the sponsors in the upper right-hand corner here, though. They're helping support the stream. Thank you to those up there. Feel free to call those sponsors. Do a little business with them. They're proudly supporting Saints TV tonight. Go ahead, Joe.
I would say we're going to get starting lineups here. Both groups of girls look ready to go. We'll try to keep the starting lineups. You can hear both sides here as we get the introductions going here to start the 2023-24 high school basketball season. Coach Kakerice, Coach Jeff Anderson have their girls ready to go here in Manly.
Turn those mics up just a little bit. Collectively, we might be able to hear the announcements in the gymnasium. I know they're a little sensitive sometimes.
I got you. You're staying here.
Yep.
Welcome to Central Spring High School for the playing of tonight's top Iowa conference game between the visiting Saint Ansgar Saints and the Central Springs Panthers. The National High School Federation and the Iowa High School Athletic Association and the Girls High School Athletic Union requires officials to enforce sportsmanship rules. High school athletics emphasize positive values. We remind you that we expect good behavior and set positive examples for what Iowa high school basketball stands for. Also, there is no seating in the front row of the bleachers on either side, and please attempt to stay in the bleachers until games have been completed or during timeouts to help keep the players and fans safe. Now for the starting lineups for the Saints. Number 3, a junior, Amelia Torres. Number 13, a senior, Kinsey Anderson. There we go. Number 25, a senior, Kaylee Higgins. Number 31, a senior, Aspen Falk. And number 53, a sophomore, Kinsey Cruz. The Saints are coached by Jeff Anderson and Scott Kakerice. And now for the starting lineup of your Central Springs Panthers. Number 11, a junior, Paige Prazak. Number 22, a senior, Elliot a senior, Aubrey Hayes. Number 53, a junior, Casey Crum. Central Springs head coaches are Ryan Fessler, Shannon Dykstra, Ramsey Hoffman, Josh Bax, and Jaden Schonfeld. At this time, we would like to recognize our officiating crew for tonight's contest. Ryan Coop, Mel Schroeder, and Rich Scottsall. We thank them for all their dedication to the student athletes in our community and helping keeping the kids on the court. With a shortage of officials across the country tonight, let's give them a round of applause to show our appreciation for them and all they do. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your headwear for the playing of the national anthem by the Central Springs Pep Band.
Well, in the words of dear Aunt Bethany from Christmas Vacation, play ball.
I love Aunt Bethany. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
Well, as you can tell from that angle, if this thing gets exciting and people get on their feet, we might have a hard time seeing the game. So we'll see if we can make some adjustments to the camera here if needed. But in the meantime,
Kind of have to think on your feet when you're in the away gym, Merrick, don't you?
Oh, yes, you do. You never know what to expect. You know what? We'll know what to expect next time we come here.
That's right. That's right.
Bring a taller tripod.
Yep. Slam and Samuel figured out down there. I have faith. Here we go. The Panthers and the Saints set to tip it off here in Manly. Cruzy out to do the tip for the Saints. It's won by Central Springs. And they look to set up the offense for the first time. Crum thought about it, thinks twice. Instead, Prazek puts it up, misses everything. Mackenzie Anderson gets the rebound. Nice defense by the Saints. Force a long shot. Cruzy at the top of the key, down to Anderson. Good defense by Crum there, but a little too aggressive. And they get her for foul number 1. Remember, no 1-and-1 this year in high school basketball. That's a rule change, so you get 4 free fouls a quarter, and the 5th one is a shooting foul. And you get 2 shots, so you're straight to the bonus on the 5th foul in each quarter. It resets at each quarter. So there's foul number 1 on Crum and the Panthers. Anderson at the wing. Has the ball stolen away, but the Saints are back on it. It's Amelia Porsche. Recovers for the Saints. Nice screen by Cruzy. 3 by Porsche.
She's got it.
Great start for Amelia Porsche. Gets a wide open 3 look, doesn't hesitate and buries it. Steal by Anderson. Gets it in to Hicken, who lays it up and in. 5-0 Saints very quickly off the turnover. And very quickly, Central Springs says, let's get a timeout and settle down here. That Saints press was about to work again, I think, for a second time. Great move by Anderson there to get the steal early. Has the awareness to get it passed off to Hicken, who lays it up and in. And the Saints quickly lead 5-0.
quick trigger there by Porsche, too.
Yeah, I love it. Just that I'm open, I'm taking this thing,
Yep.
and without hesitation buries it.
Nothing but net.
So good start for Saint Ansgar here. And, you know, that it's one foul, but that one foul on Casey Crum's a big deal in the first minute of the game.
Definitely. You know, and she was out playing on Anderson when they switched there, and she almost got that steal.
Yep.
So she can play
she
all over the floor.
Absolutely.
That long reach.
Central Springs breaks the
ball there,
press.
too.
That's a shot up by Crum. No good. But she gets her own rebound, and they get Anderson for the foul underneath.
Oh.
Whoa, excuse me. Offensive foul there on the rebound. They get 22 for Central Springs. I did not see that.
Ellie and
I
Ryan,
think, yeah, I think Ms. Anderson thought maybe it was on her also. So she was happy that it wasn't. Here's Kinsey with the ball. Little floater. Yeah. Short, rebounded by Central Springs. It's Haft on the rebound. Ryan at the top of the key, throws it down to Haft.
Dribble drive.
Yeah.
Picked off.
Stolen by Hicken. Saints done a nice job of getting some open looks here early on. See if they can develop another one here on this offense. Falk tries to get the ball inside to Cruzy. It's knocked out of bounds. Off of Central Springs. It'll be Saints ball. Wholesale changes here for the Saints. Falk, Cruzy, and Hicken come off. Bork, Jar, and
Peterson.
Kenzie Peterson are in. I think that'll be something the Saints do this year. I think we'll see a lot of girls with a bunch of playing time. Keep everybody fresh. Porsche off to Jar, shoots the three.
Oh.
Bounces around and just out. Kenzie Peterson with the rebound.
Fresh
Good
shot
job.
clock, see what they do with it.
Yeah. Anderson, the dribble drive, gets the shot up, and is fouled on the way. I believe that they're going to get 45 Aubrey Haft on the foul there. So that is 3 quick fouls in the first quarter. For the Central Springs Panthers. They gave that foul to number 5, Odessa Newhoff. Well, 1 of 2 free throws goes in. Central Springs corrals the rebound. This is Haft, up and in. Nice looking shot for Aubrey. Makes it 6-2 Saints. Central Springs gets on the scoreboard there with a nice,
Good look inside.
really good pass into Bork. Just off the front of the iron with the layup. Who made that pass? I missed the
Jar.
Jar. That was a great look. So Saints back on defense here.
Brilliant play. Just didn't happen to go in on that one.
And that's another one of those make 98 out of 100, keep shooting.
Yep. You take a look like that every time.
100%.
Oh, tied up.
Yeah, Falk with
Ref
good
let him
defense
play.
at the top of the key. But Central Springs maintains possession here.
Oh, good hands by Falk.
She's
Man.
all over the place. That's Ryan for 3, no good. Jar with the rebound.
Saints looking to push. Get that high post action.
Peterson.
Peterson.
For the Jar, who gets the shot off. Just rims out. That thing's 3/4 the way down. Somehow comes back out. Falk picks her up right at, really good defense there to pick her up.
Got to get back, though.
A little travel. One too many steps. Central Springs turns it over. Yeah, good job trapping her at that corner, but then we got to get back to defense in a hurry. That's the downside of that play. Bork and Peterson come out. Cruzy and Hicken are in for your Saints. Cruzy to Porsche for 3. Just long. Central Springs with the rebound.
Is it still tight?
Good interior pass by Central Springs. But Porsche is there. Thought she had the block. They're going to get her for the foul. So it'll be 2 shots for Central Springs. That is Amelia's first foul. Good play inside to recover and get that block, but just a little too much body. Hafe makes the first free throw. Second free throw is up. And it is short and rebounded by Jar. Excuse me. Too many Josies.
Jewel.
Yeah, they both have J lads names.
Josie.
Hicken.
When that cycle played through, Hicken to
Nice look to Cruzy,
nice
who
and
shoots it
easy.
up and in.
Little set shot.
That's a
Old
great
school.
looking shot. Good pass and a good shot. And the Saints are pressing here on defense.
Man, you see that a lot on old man ball on Sunday nights up in the Saint Ansgar gym.
That's right. Press was just about to work, and we're going to get a foul called.
Take another look at that shot here, guys.
Oh, a little pick and roll pop play. She finds a just high block, soft spot in the defense there, and nice little jump shot there.
Pretty shot. I believe that's Jar with the foul. Yep, that's her first.
Oh. Illegal screen.
Illegal screen. Yep. That'll give the ball to the Saints.
That's the second foul there on Crum.
Yep, that's on 53.
And that's 4 fouls total.
That's correct. So the next common foul, shooting or not, the Saints will get 2 free throws.
Casey's probably going to have to sit the rest of this quarter on the bench for the Panthers.
Yep.
Having 2 fouls already.
Did they take her out already?
Yep.
Yep, they sure
went
did.
right to
She
the
is
bench.
on the bench with 2
Can't
fouls
risk
here
getting a third
early.
in the
No,
first quarter.
for sure. Falk with the shot.
Quick trigger.
A little wide.
Offensive rebound by Hicken.
Yeah, nice rebound by Hicken. She anticipated that was there.
Back to the right wing. Porsche. She's got it.
3, and she buries it. Cold-blooded tonight, Amelia Porsche.
Wow, what a shot.
That's 2 3-pointers for Amelia early in this one.
Oh, picks up a foul before they get to half court. But you know, the Saints, they're looking to pressure. I mean, the Central Springs, as soon as they inbound the ball, there's a Saint right there on them. They're looking to pressure the ball handler up and down the court.
Yep. And that's foul number 2 on Amelia, and she also is going to find the bench after picking up a foul there.
Smart
Yep.
sub by Cake Rice there,
Yep,
I think. You're
exactly.
up.
And I think maybe that's something, you know, early in the season. Turned it over. Good job.
Anderson with the hands.
Kinsey Anderson gets it poked away off of Hafe's foot. That'll be St. Ansgar ball. Good start for the Saints.
Yeah.
They're playing with intensity and a little pressure, and that's got Central Springs kind of shook here early.
A little bit of jitters on offense. Need a little crisper passes, but hey, it's the first game of the year. They're figuring things out still. Testing the waters, and a floater by Anderson doesn't go.
Central Springs with the rebound.
But there again, active hands on defense, and we
Yeah.
force a travel.
Force the turnover. Just being in good position, being active. And that's the trade-off with some of those early fouls on that side. Is sometimes you're going to get some of those turnovers too. So finding that fine line. What can I get away with, right?
Yep.
Peterson with a shot.
And the real benefit is they're really not letting Central Springs get any offense set up, find any rhythm. It's kind of been get down and there they have an open 3 look, but
Rebounded by Cruzy, and I believe they're going to call that on Central Springs. Wow. Yep, sure did. That's on.
Don't felt like it could have gone either way.
Yeah,
Cruzy looked like she was all over the back of that girl. And
so here's our no 1-and-1 new foul rule strikes early in the season. So this is the 5th common foul, which is going to give the bonus to the Saints. Cruzy at the line for 2. Saints lead by 8. Shots up a little strong.
Bank is not open.
It's only Tuesday night. Bank's closed on Tuesday night.
6:30 on a Tuesday.
Yeah. So Salvage just tripped to the line with the second one here. Shot up. No
Also
good.
doesn't go.
Rebounded by Central Springs. That's Prazak on the rebound. True thought about the three there. Instead passes
Step
it off.
back, set shot, doesn't go. Anderson looking to push.
Yeah, I
Brings
love
up to the point, right wing to Falk. Dribble drive, shot, oh, no good.
I love the intensity though, and the
Yeah.
let's push. If we can, let's push. And they're definitely doing
Time's
that
winding
tonight.
down in the quarter. Looking to get a bucket. Good pass inside for the Panthers. Nice easy one there.
Yep, that's an easy two for Haft. Central Springs needed that. They needed to break that stretch.
Yeah. Let's find a little something on
Yeah.
offense, and they did a nice little set play there.
Peterson to Bort.
there we
Wide
go.
open. Easy one.
Love it. Great pass.
Kind of the same looking play as they did down here almost.
Yep, that's worked a
Same
couple of
result.
times tonight. Saints continue to pressure here in the backcourt.
Ball gets a hand on it, goes out of bounds. Jar comes in for Lindsey Cruzy.
Done a lot of rotating early in this first quarter. Gonna get it. Bork on the foul there, I think. Yep, Natalie Bork, foul number 1 for her. That's the Saints' 4th team foul.
Kate Rice standing up, telling the team, hey, watch your hands. There's only 10 seconds left in the quarter. We don't need to pick up more fouls than we got.
Especially the next one's bonus, right?
Yep. Oh, what a shot.
Great shot by Haft. She hits a couple of layups, short shots there to end that quarter to get Central Springs within 4. It's Saint Ansgar 12, Central Springs 8 after a quarter here in Manly. Great quarter by the Saints. I thought they came out with a bunch of defensive pressure. Like you said, offensively, I think, still kind of finding their rhythm, but had a couple of wide open looks early on that they were able to take advantage of. Amelia Porsche with 6. And it's 13-7. Now, scoreboard's updated. There's been a little bit of back and forth on the scoreboard, I've noticed a couple of times. So I think 13-7's accurate.
I'm going to take a moment here to thank FSB and Grain Millers. Thanks to FSB and Grain Millers, our St. Ansgar Saints students get to all of the regular season games at home free of charge. So thank you, FSB. Thank you, Grain Millers, for your generous donations. Here at Saints TV, we work with a group called Give Butter to handle our donations. You see a little QR code here at the top of the screen during the live action. If you are enjoying watching this from home and you want to contribute to help keep this stream free, this is the address to do it. Saints TV, P.O. Box 371, or scan the QR code. If you're on your computer, head to website givebutter.com/SaintsFan.
You know, we talked about Porras. She had those early threes there in the first quarter. So two for three so far.
2 for 3.
And when we interviewed the kids this the beginning of the year, we said, who's gonna score the most threes this year? And I think unanimously the girls are like, it's gonna be Amelia.
Every single one of them.
They knew it.
Every one of them. Yep.
She is on the bench with 2 fouls here. The Central Springs leading scorer also on the bench with 2 fouls. So early foul trouble for both sides in this one.
And I think Cake Rice would be content to leave, his
Porsche?
best player
Yep.
versus Central Springs' best player on the bench because, like you mentioned already, Cake Rice has got a lot of depth this year, and they're going to be looking to be playing a lot of players. So
You got it. And Central Springs turns it over again, but errant pass by Anderson gives it back to Central Springs.
wide open
the
under the hoop.
Yep,
Easy
good.
one.
That's a great pass from Haft to Ryan. Ryan lays it up and in.
That's the risk you run when you're doing full court press like that. Is got to have your head up, know where everybody's at, know where your man's at. And
Peterson for
lost track
3.
there.
Just long. Cruzy with the rebound underneath, gets a shot up and is fouled. That'll be 2 shots for Lindsey Cruzy. First one's up, and it is good.
It's a good-looking shot.
Second one's no good. Rebounded by Haft. Good pass up again. Layup is no good. Rebounded by Josie Jewell, and she's fouled on a rebound.
Great rebound there by Jar.
That's Newhoff with her second foul of the night. The first one of the quarter. Remember the foul, second one of the quarter already for Central Springs. The foul's now reset at the quarter, and you're in the bonus on the 5th foul. Hicken.
Reset at the quarter. All right, we're going to get used to that too.
Yep, something a little different. Hicken for 3, no good. Rebounded by Central Springs. It's Haft on the rebound. Passes up to Prezak. And fouled by Hicken. On the floor. So Kaylee gets her first foul of the night. And the Saints' first one of the quarter. Central Springs inbounds, but Anderson's there to pick it off. Pushes it up the floor, lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Falk. But it's knocked away to Central Springs. Hicken with her second foul in about 18 seconds of gameplay. Coach Kakerice doesn't like that, and she'll be coming to the bench. Just a little frustration there, I think. Got a little too handsy.
Yeah.
And that's her second foul, and the Saints quickly have 2 fouls in this quarter. Central Springs looks to inbound. This is Fessler.
Oh.
Peterson got a hand on it, deflected it right to Central Springs. She's got a brace on her shoulder. Do you notice that? Looked like that didn't feel good.
Yeah. Hope she's all right. She's still out there playing, shaking it off a little bit. Turn over the other way.
Travel.
Oh, we got a travel.
Call. Good defense. Way to get back by Peterson. Forces the travel.
Well, whatever she did to her shoulder that last play, she shook it off there and stood it and forced the travel.
Yes, she did. And she took a hit, too.
Yeah.
Peterson to Jar. Saints are looking to set up the offense here and do her the old-fashioned way here. Got a lot of transition points tonight. Into Cruzy, but
it's too congested down there.
Yeah, good defense by Central Springs to get in there, not foul.
Tipped away by Falk there.
Knocks that pass away, and Central Springs look to set up their offense. So let's reset here. Looks like Bork is coming in for Cruzy. So we got Bork, Anderson, Peterson, Jar, and Falk. Now Peterson off. Urbach in for her first stint, I believe. This is Sophie Urbach in number 11. Central Springs ball, they look to inbound here.
Good defense by Jar.
Ryan with the shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, no good again.
Oh.
Urbach with the rebound.
Comes
I believe
off the bench, draws a foul.
Yeah. Good hustle play by Urbach. Just go get it. Go get that ball. You'll get fouled on the way, and she sure did.
Learned that one from her big sister. She was such a tough,
Yeah.
Yes, she was.
Tough player, always scrappy, playing the point, long arms on defense. Falk on the left wing with it. Urbach got the ball on the right wing. Bad pass and a turnover.
She had Anderson coming open, was just a little early with it. Need to give Kinsey one more step, I think. And that was an easy 2.
Oh, good hands by Falk.
Falk forces the turnover with steal on this end.
Slows it down. Out to the left wing, gets a screen from Bork. Anderson in the corner.
Thought about 3.
Thought about a 3. Pass it down in the Jar, and she is fouled.
That's foul number 4 of the quarter on the Central Springs Panthers. So the next common foul, Saints will be shooting 2. And there's almost 5 minutes remaining in this half.
And if you're just joining us and kind of missed the update on fouls, there is a foul change this year where the 5th foul of any quarter is 2 free throws. There's no more 1-and-1. Is that
Correct.
what you said, Joe?
Yep, and they were set every quarter. And the 5th foul and beyond is 2. Urbach for 3.
She's got it.
Great shot.
Sophie Urbach off the bench with a little spark here. Draws a foul and then hits a 3 on the other end. Saints back up by 6. Okay. Saints are going to call for the foul underneath. I believe that's going to be Bork.
Look at that shot
That's
here.
her second foul of the night. And now the Saints have 3 fouls in this quarter. Tipped. The inbound pass was tipped by Urbach. She's been everywhere. Prazak misses.
There's a rebound for her.
Great rebound.
Urbach to Falk. Falk with the little shot is
It
in.
goes.
Good.
Rattles around.
That's Aspen's first points of the night.
Yeah, it's taken her a little bit to get going, but
She's moving now. And she does so much defensively, ball handling wise. That's kind of her role, and she knows that and does it well.
I bet she's tipped 20 balls tonight already.
Yep. Fessler dribbles it off her foot. It'll be Saints ball.
Another look at that shot here from Falk.
Pretty shot. Bork and Falk are off. Jar and Cruzy, Urbach, Peterson, and Anderson on the court for the Saints. Nice screen by Cruzy. She rolls down, gets the pass, and a nice little 12-footer up and in for Cruzy. And all of a sudden, the Saints lead by 10. Just like that. Presses back on for the Saints defense. Oh, and they're going to get Peterson for the foul. I thought that could have gone either way.
You saw that arm extend.
I
and you
saw that
wondered
arm
which direction
extend,
that foul was going.
and I kind of wanted it the other way.
I counted it.
I
too,
sure
Joe.
did. So that's 4 fouls for the Saints with 3.5 minutes to go in the
You got
quarter.
a comment over there from #1 superfan, the smartest guy you know. Is that what I see over here? Is that what
You
that?
got it. Joel Carlson says, if my math is right, I think Saint Ansgar should be at 13. And he was exactly right.
Joel.
Joel, you keep the scorekeepers honest. We'll let them know if they need any other adjustments.
That must have been that scoreboard reset you're
That
talking about
was
earlier
when
on.
all of a sudden it went from 12 to 13. He was exactly right. He was on it before the scoreboard was. Urbach with the rebound.
She's getting some good
Peterson
minutes here.
into Jar.
Easy money.
Open look, easy money. I love it. That's a great pass and a great look. Saints lead by 12. And just relentless with this pressure.
Yep. Doing a 1-2-2, it looks like. Forcing the Panthers into a lot of mistakes so far.
Like you said, just a lot of tip balls. Every pass is contested. Every shot
Another
is
travel.
contested. And another travel. Kenzie Peterson forces that one. She's played really well off the bench as well. Cruzy from the wing here. Gets it back inside. No good on the shot, but she's fouled on the way. Had a chance to go in. Almost a 3-point play there. So that's the 5th foul in this quarter for Central Springs. They'll be shooting the rest of the way in this half for the Saints. Cruzy to shoot 2. First one's up.
Can't get the roll.
Off the back iron, no good. You guys got free throw stats for tonight? I think we wish we'd made more is the one that I have in my head, but
yeah, I don't have them, but it's not good.
One of those things we'll work on.
Yep, yeah, we'll work on doing a better job of tracking them, and they'll work on a better job of making them. Cruzy makes the second. 24-11 Saints. Prazak brings the ball up the left wing. We've not seen Crum return to this game since she picked up those 2 fouls early in the first quarter. 3-pointers no good, rebounded by Urbach. Stop me if you've heard this one.
Gave me deja vu there, Joe.
Yeah. Been a force on the boards tonight.
Jar's got at the high post. Back to Urbach at the point. Peterson dribbles to the corner. Nothing there. Back to Jar.
We missed McKenna Norby checking in. McKenna Norby, number 41, is on the floor. Peterson.
Jump shot from the elbow doesn't go. And it'll be Central Springs ball.
Out of bounds.
That was a good place to take that shot. It seemed like the first time they were open so far that possession. The shot clock was down to 7 or so.
I think she surprised herself with how open she was.
I agree.
Norby, some good defense there. Open 3 for the Panthers doesn't go.
Yeah,
Jar with the rebound.
That's Kruger, misses the 3 there.
Kicks it out to Norby, brings it up to the left wing. She dribbles at the point. Passes to Peterson. Back to Norby. Oh, heard a slap on the arm, and so did the ref.
Gonna call jump ball, though. Jump ball there.
Oh,
is the call, so it'll be Central Springs ball. I heard it as well, and I thought, well, here we got the whistle. I thought they would match up. They did not.
Felt like the ball maybe has got some like skin-like characteristics tonight, because that sounded like skin to me.
Timeout Central Springs. Full timeout for Central Springs. That's their second timeout of the game. They called one early after the Saints got up 5-0 really quickly. And they burned their second there right before half here. 1:09 to go in the half. Saints lead 24-11.
Take a look at here, some of these replays here during this short break.
So we've learned over our scrimmage practice that replays are a little harder in basketball. You don't have as much time in between to get them in. So we're going to try to capture some and show you quarter breaks and half breaks. And
you got it. You got it.
We may do some post-game production stuff where we get some of these out via shorts on YouTube or something like that. So we'll try to get some stats out. But the first half, with 1 minute to go, started with a bang for the Saints. Up 24-11 here at Central Springs. Have played really well. Considering this is game number 1, I think they played really, really well. Defense has been lights out. Forcing those 2 early fouls on Crum. She's been on the bench since about 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. We have not seen her, and their offense runs through 53 Casey Crum. And that's what we've seen the last quarter and a half without her. They have not been able to get much going offensively.
It definitely has an impact, no doubt about it. And it's early, of course, but the Saints came out to a big lead. Central Springs came back into it, and then the Saints have come back and kind of opened it back up again. If you're just joining us, that's the take here. Did you cover the earlier games already, Joe? Talk about that.
I did not. Let's talk about the JV game. So the girls JV squad opens their season with a win tonight. They win
27-18.
27-18,
That's
exactly,
the one that I remember.
is the score of the girls' JV game. The boys get the W as well in their game. The boys' JV wins 38-14. So a foul there by Anderson. That's just her first. Central Springs shooting 2, misses the first one. Both teams now have 5 fouls in this quarter. So they'll finish the half. Any foul will be 2 shots automatically awarded. Will be in the bonus the rest of the way for both teams in this first half. Cruzy to Urbach. Back to Anderson. Anderson lays it up and in. Nice drive, dribble drive by Anderson. And the Saints lead by 14. They break the press, Central Springs does. Good defense by Cruzy to alter the shot. And then Peterson alters the putback, and the Saints come away with it. Peterson to Urbach. Urbach thought about a 3, got a little hop step in there, and they call her for travel.
Yeah, it seems like the Saints came out of that timeout firing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Stolen by Peterson. Pass over to Anderson, who lays it up and in.
Another bucket for Anderson.
Saints by 16. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Again, the pressure's just been relentless. Defensively, the Saints have played a tremendous first half. Haft with the shot and is blocked, but she's fouled by Jar. That would be Josie's first foul.
That full court press here early in the season, it just seemed like it's really taken a toll on Central Springs. They haven't really maybe spent the time defending it. But man, what a dangerous tactic defensively.
Yep. And again, I think they're missing Casey Crum. A big part of how they break that is with Casey. Haft misses the first free throw. She gets one more. 1 second to go. Second free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Jar, and that'll do it. The first half ends with the Saints leading 28-12 over the Central Springs Panthers. Picture perfect start to the season for the girls.
That is a great start. 28-12 at the half. We're going to go to a message here. We'll come back with some stats. Be right back.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Saint Ansgar Chiropractic.
Wax beads. The foundation of better candle making is built on cleaner burning, soy-based candle wax. American Soy Organics. Better wax for candle makers by candle makers.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods, hailstorms, and pests can leave a farmer at serious risk of losing their equipment and their land, putting their family's future at risk. Beeland Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
Nah, man. It's not a broadcast. It's a broadcastation.
I was an occupational therapist for about 14 years, and then I decided to join the business full-time when we had about 11 employees and developed the HR department. I got to sit down with people, get to know their stories, get to learn about their families, and really get to know who they are. Through that process, we just got to hire the best people in the world, and we really feel like we're blessed with the best.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Colbert Realtors, with service you can depend on and know-how you can count on.
Saint Ansgar is a thriving community in north central Iowa with a lot to offer. Founded in 1853 by a group of Norwegian immigrant farmers, Saint Ansgar is a small town with culture, character, and charm. Known as the Garden Spot of Iowa, it is a wonderful place to grow your family or business. You might not expect all the wonderful amenities you'll find here. Within our shops, you'll find unique gifts, home decor, collectibles, and antiques. You'll also find restaurants, outdoor activities, and events. Saint Ansgar is a great place to visit any time of the year, and we take pride in our schools. Our youth are provided the highest quality education in a secure, positive, and challenging environment, empowering all students to reach their full potential. Saint Ansgar welcomes visitors and newcomers with open arms and warm smiles. Come visit and see why so many people proudly call this area home.
loans for real estate, automobiles, RVs, and dreams. Whether you are buying your first home, taking a dream vacation, or paying for life's little extras, we have a loan that will fit your needs. Saint Ansgar State Bank, local since 1891.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Box K Beef, premium wholesale beef. From our place to your plate.
Cast brought to you in part by Gordy's Repair in Stacyville, Iowa. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it. Contact Agent Brian Putney with offices in Saint Ansgar and Stacyville, Iowa.
We embrace a holistic approach to crop production, focusing on soil, seed, and plant health. K2 Agronomy, helping our customers to achieve the maximum return on their investment.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services in Stacyville, Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team's experienced agents understand the unique risks and needs of the agricultural community. They offer competitive rates and comprehensive coverage to protect your farm, equipment, crops, and livestock. Choose Focus Insurance for reliable service, market expertise, and peace of mind.
All right,
well,
we're
welcome back here to Manly, where the
Wait,
Saints
hold
lead.
on, wait a minute. What do I got going on here? I got a camera that's... Go ahead.
Go
Just
ahead.
scoreboard. You guys go.
All right.
Sorry.
You fix the cameras. We'll talk about the Saints lead 28-12 here at the half in Manly. Let's throw it over to Mr. Duke Scoop, who's got some cool graphics and some stats for you.
Well, it's just who's leading the scoring at the half.
I
And
love
so
it.
far, Anderson's out front with 9 points. And she kind of had a flurry of activity there at the end of the second quarter there on the scoreboard. Had a couple steals, had some. Well, she's been all over the court tonight.
Yep, she's got 3 steals, a couple assists, a couple rebounds. She's been all over.
Absolutely. Porsche hit those first couple threes in the start of the game, and then she kind of went to the bench with foul trouble a bit.
Yep, she's had 2 fouls there since the end of the first quarter. Didn't play in the second quarter that I recall.
Yeah. And honestly, the Saints really haven't needed her because as you look at this graphic here, we've kind of had scoring up and down the roster so far. A lot of players are coming in. Sophie Erbach came in, and she's got – how many rebounds has she got? I don't think we have that. But.
I don't have her. Nope, I don't. But she's got to have 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah. And just was, just a spark plug. Kind of the Central Springs that kind of closed the gap.
Yeah.
She came in, drew a foul, then hit a 3, then just kind of got things rolling for the Saints there, and they took that lead from 6 to 14 in about 2 minutes with her on the court.
Yeah, definitely. Cruzy's had some big plays inside. She's been kind of a menace like we knew she would be. Got a couple free throw opportunities. She's only hit 2 of those. As we were talking about earlier, one of the points of emphasis that's going to be for this team is our free throw percentage.
Yep.
We shot 52% last year as a team.
Yep.
You want to see it probably in the 60s if you can get it up there.
Yep.
So,
and they're not at 50% to start here
they're
tonight.
not.
So
No,
they
they're
got
not.
work to do to fix it already.
No.
And I'm sure they'll be on that. But yeah, something if this team's going to go a long way, something they've got to do a better job of. But I tell you what, from a defensive standpoint, I've seen a better half of basketball out of our girls in a long time. Man, they play great defensively. That was fun to watch.
Talking about that, Aspen Falk and Kaylee Hicken, they had active hands the whole first half, breaking up, getting the passing lanes. And I went down there looking at the stats, and that's one of the things that Kate Rice and Coach Anderson, they really want to key in on, is they're marking down how many times they deflect passes.
Deflect passes.
And, that's not really a stat that shows up in the box score at the end of the day. Right. But as a coach, you want to know you're getting hands in passing lanes and deflecting.
For sure. Central Springs, I don't know how many turnovers they have, but it's a bunch, and a lot of them are because of those deflected passes.
Definitely. So if you're getting 20, 25 deflected passes a game, that's a good benchmark to go for. I don't know what they have decided as a team to go for, but I mean, there's probably 20, 25 passes in the first half that were deflected. So.
For sure. Josie Jar, 4 defensive rebounds off the bench early on. Did 10 girls get playing time in that first half? Something like that, right? We had 7 score points.
Yep.
So just really balanced, huge, long bench that I think will go a long way in what's a long season in high school basketball.
A lot of girls getting in and getting good, solid minutes, and that's, as a coach, it makes it hard. Like, who are you going to play in these situations?
Yep.
But Anderson and Cake Rice, they've been doing this for a while together, so they know what they're doing. But
and they definitely look like Urbach came in, had an impact. They left her in, right? Looks like they're going to ride the hot hand.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a great strategy. For Central Springs, they were without Casey Crum, their leading scorer, their leading rebounder, and a great ball handler too for somebody who's their leading scorer and your leading rebounder and your big man down low, and she's a great ball handler. So to be without her for a quarter and a half hurt Central Springs. I'm sure she'll be back out here with a very smart approach to start the second half as she has 2 fouls. Amelia Porsche with 2 for the Saints as well. So those two both spent some time on the bench due to foul trouble. There'll be something that we'll be watching in the second half.
And we saw Crum come out and defend on the point when Anderson had the ball a couple times. And if I'm the coach, I'm saying, Anderson, if she comes out on you drive on her. Get her to swat at you with her hands. Get her to move. Get her to not keep her feet set, because that's how you pick up those fouls.
Great point. Go at her and
absolutely
draw a foul. So the Saints get the ball here to start the second half.
Falk's on the right wing. Cruzy's down at the point. I don't know if she got foot stepped on or what.
A little slippery shoe coming out of half. Anderson into
Porsche. Inside to Cruzy.
Oh, rebounded by Hicken, lays it up and in.
Good rebound.
Good rebound by Kaylee Hicken.
That's your Windex play of the game, cleaning the glass by Hicken. Oh, good steal by Porsche.
Wow, great steal.
Oh, a little too quick on the pass there. Hicken wasn't quite ready for it. You got to get her hands up.
Looking for Hicken, but just off her hands.
Good drive.
Doesn't mess around, lays it up and in.
She's been having a good game.
She has. She picked up the slack big time when Crum was on the bench.
Yep, they're going to have to look to her to spark some of this offense if they can't get Crum going.
Porsche for 3.
In and out.
Anderson with the foul on the rebound. It'll be Central Springs ball. It's her second foul of the night. And the first for the Saints of the third quarter. We had a little confusion on the floor, and the crowd didn't like that. It is Central Springs ball. We were attempting to give it to the Saints. We'd have taken it, but
we definitely
correct their minor mistake, and it'll be Central Springs ball. They look to inbound against the Saints press.
Ooh, that's quarterback throw. There it is, easy bucket.
Crum for 2.
Cake Rice not happy with how the Saints coming out in this quarter.
Yeah, didn't like the defense on that one. Wants to talk about it.
Timeout. And we've seen that a couple times that the Panthers have been able to stretch the floor and kind of break that Saints press. So they're just missing a little bit of that support on the back end with their full court press. The Saints are, and they've done a good job of keeping the Panthers. We got a cheeseburger we're handing over here to Slam and Sandy.
Slam and Sammy dinner delivery. I didn't get mine. Did you see?
That's a risky move to make that thing go right in front of our noses.
That's right.
Man.
That's right.
What was I saying, Joe?
I don't know. The burger was so distracting.
Sammy, you eat your burger. I'll run the camera for you a little bit. It won't be quite as good, I'm sure. So those of you watching, you'll know why it's not as good right now.
The Saints look to reset here. Get back in their flow. Good timeout by coach. Just to let's calm down. Falk with the wide open 2, misses.
Ooh, a little long. Hicken with the good hands pokes it out, but it goes back to the Panthers.
That's good. Good, just anticipation by Hicken. She's played really well here, been all over the court.
Yeah, another one of those deflections we were talking about.
Jack Tripper checking in from Elkader, where he's at the girls' wrestling meet tonight for the Saints.
I'd love to know how that's going. Jack, fill us in, man.
Hape misses the short jumper. Cruzy with the rebound. Cake Rice wants to push here. Anderson obliges, passes up to Falk. Anderson's going to reset here. Finds an open Amelia Porsche for three.
She's got it.
Great play.
Just by taking that extra step, that defender leaves Porsche, leaves her wide open. Now stolen by Falk. Hicken tries to get one up, doesn't, and it's rebounded by Central Springs. Crum for three. Short.
This turned into a little bit of a track meet, Joe.
I'm afraid that's our third foul on Amelia Porsche. Sure is. That's number 3 for Amelia and the second for the Saints in the third quarter.
Well, they say trouble comes in threes, and number 3's got 3 threes, 3 fouls, and where's number 3?
she does have a lot of threes going on. So Amelia's got to be smart here now. They're going to leave her on the court, looks like, at least for this defensive possession. Prazak hits the little runner.
Nice little play there by the Panthers. Anderson gets a quick up the Falcon, the left wing. She drives to the block, up and rattles around and out. Cruzy the rebound, and too hard off the glass.
Forced
another rebound.
None of them will go, though.
3 looks. You got to get one of them, Joe.
You do got to get one of those. So Central Springs looks to set it up, cut into the Saints' 15-point lead. Prazak misses everything. Anderson with the rebound.
Pass a little too far out front of Porsche.
Tried to get creative there. Porsche couldn't wrangle it, and it's a turnover for the Saints.
Was that Central Springs, that shot, was it blocked? It sure seemed awful short.
I don't believe it was. And maybe it was. We had to get the replay going on that one. Wholesale changes again for the Saints. Jar, Bork, Porsche, Peterson, and Falk are your 5 for the Saints. Good pass inside, good defense by Bork to alter the shot. Peterson with the rebound.
Smart decision to pull it up there. She had a 2-on-3, didn't have numbers. Porsche for 3. Oh, in and out again.
I tell you, the one she's missing by about an inch.
They want to go in.
They want to go in, yeah. And they're trusting her with 3 fouls, leaving her on the court. I like that. Just go be smart now.
And she did sit out for quite a bit in the second quarter, too. So you don't want her to get too cold if you take her out right away.
Yep, exactly.
You just, hope she's, upperclassman now. She's a junior. Hope she plays smart.
Jar with the foul there on the rebound. That's her second. The third team foul for the Saints in this quarter. First free throw, up and good for Hannah True. And the second one's good. Saints lead cut to 13.
Falk up to the Porsche on the left wing. She's looking inside the Jar, nothing doing there. Needs some help. Out to Bork at the key.
Falk with a little dribble drive. And it's
she
fouled.
Gets
Fouled on the shot by Newhoff. That's Newhoff's third foul of the game, the first for the Central Springs Panthers in this quarter. Remember, if you just joined us, the fouls reset now. There's no 1-and-1 anymore in high school basketball. The fouls reset at the end of each quarter, and on the 5th common foul and beyond, there you're in the bonus. You get 2 shots. This was a shooting foul, so Aspen gets 2. Misses the first one. That free throw percentage we talked about, Duke, is not going in the right direction.
No, it is not. Chance to help it here a little bit on this second half of the shot. Nope.
Misses both. Central Springs the other way. Ooh.
Speaking of girls wrestling, that was a little.
Yes, it was. Jar with the rebound.
Skies for that rebound. Rips it down. Falk up to the left wing. Over to Porsche.
They've decided they're going to cover Porsche when she catches that ball.
Yeah, and
on the wing.
There it is. Steal the ball right away from her.
Oh, can't have that, Amelia Porsche.
Yep.
That's the one you can't have.
Just,
and she knows it. She'll learn from it early in the season.
She's already walking towards the bench.
Yeah, that's one she'd like to have back. She knew it right. She knew
it right away. You can see the look on her face like, whoops, I was not supposed to do that. So that's Amelia's 4th foul of the night. She will go to the bench for what I would guess would be an extended period of time.
Probably won't see her till the 4th quarter, but I've been wrong before.
Yep. We learned that in football, right? You
Yep.
can't make too many predictions because it make you look foolish in a hurry. I still do
Pass
it anyway.
inside to Crum, and she gets fouled.
Yeah. Bork was doing her best to keep a body on her, maybe a little too much, yeah, and they're going to hit Natalie Bork for her 3rd foul of the night. She learned that move from her dad.
I thought I'd seen that move.
Yeah, you've seen that one before. Just force them out of bounds. Can't make the shot if I'm pushing them out of bounds.
You just don't want to let them have it easy.
Right, exactly. I don't mind the foul at all.
Crum on the first is nothing but net.
Nice high free throw.
That's a good-looking free throw, boys.
Cruzy checks in
A
for
lot
Jar.
of backspin. Didn't need it. Didn't touch the rim at all. Here comes the second. Not as pretty.
Wow.
Off a Panther and out of bounds. Saints ball.
Saints ball.
Just a 12-point lead now for the Saints. The Central Springs Panthers have done a nice job of cutting into what was a really nice halftime lead for the Saints. Time to find their offense here if you're Saint
Don't want
Ansgar.
to pick the ball up there. Gotta have.
Gets out of it, gets the ball to Bork. Back to Anderson, who's going to run the offense from the top of the key.
Oh, what a move.
What a move.
Slices and dices through the lanes and lays it up for an easy deuce.
Great reach, great vision there. She saw it, she knew it was there, and she went and got it.
Yep.
Pass ahead to Crum. Bork's there defensively.
And another foul.
But she's going to get called for the block.
That outside defense wasn't quick enough.
I thought it was close. I thought she had a chance. That is Natalie's 4th foul of the night. And the 6th team foul, so there'll be 2 shots the rest of the way in this quarter for the Panthers. Crum makes the first. Peterson and Bork are off. Hicken and Falk are in for the Saints. Second for Crum is up and no good. Rebounded by Falk. Run the offense, get a nice bucket here. What do you say, Travis?
Yeah, I would say. Falk dribbles down the short corner, finds Anderson across and she misses the jumper.
Just a little long.
Baseline jumper, no good. Panthers back the other way.
Razak drives wildly into the lane.
Long
misses
arms by Cruzy.
Cruzy with the rebound.
Back to Falk in the left wing. She's looking inside for Cruzy, nothing there. Anderson to point, over to Hicken on the right wing. She dribbles to the corner, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Saints.
Pretty good defense there by Kruger for Central Springs. 17 on the shot clock.
Anderson drives. Oh, into the lane. Nothing there. Jump ball.
Jump.
Didn't work as good as the last time she knifed in the lane.
Nope.
The seas kind of parted for her last time, but that time she hit a brick wall. And
Seas became a brick wall.
Yep.
Arrow goes to Central Springs, so it'll be Central Springs ball. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Saints lead by 13. Crum, who can.
Oh, good steal by Falk, but she turns it right back over to the Panthers.
Just couldn't get it corralled.
Oh.
Good defense by Jar, right? Good defense. Come on, guys in the stripes. You got to agree with me on this. That's good defense. That's a charge. That's offensive.
Yep,
You bet.
there it is.
Talked him right into it. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's probably what they had that little conference about. You know, this will be on replay on Saints TV.
Right,
we
right.
better get this
They got
one right.
video evidence of this thing. That's Fessler with the charge, her 2nd foul.
Another good hustle play by Jar. Really good minutes off the bench from her. Falk's got at the point. Back to Jar on the left wing. Just looking inside to Cruzy, nothing there. Oh, bad pass back to Hicken. We might get over and back, and we do. A little sloppy there by the Saints. Sorry, Joe.
I was saying, a little too much steam. And could not track it down. So good quarter for Central Springs. The Saints are not going to want to see this one on film. But they got a minute and a half to correct that. Instead, Central Springs Kruger buries a 3, and it's just a 10-point lead for the Saints. Falk on the wing. Drives in off the side of the backboard. No good. Crum with the rebound.
Picking with ball pressure. Bring the ball up back to Crum. Takes a look at 3. Thinks better about it.
Now wants a screen.
Dribbles to the right post. Back inside. And fouled on the shot. Is Crum.
It's
like Jar took one to the melon
and she got the worst of that. They called the foul on Cruzy, I believe, if I'm reading the fingers correctly of Mr. Schroeder.
How many fingers am I holding up, Joe?
Yeah, that's those new contacts I got during football season, I think I need a refund. 'Cause, so the scorers table had to ask for a clarification on who that foul was on as well, so I don't feel as bad because they don't know either, and I still don't know. Even with the clarification, I'm not sure. 33. So they do give the foul to Jar, despite the fact she's the one that came up bleeding from the mouth. It's her 4th foul as well. So the Saints are in foul trouble here. 3 players with 4 fouls.
Less than a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Jar with the shot. Good. Pretty shot. Just note, you know you're open, take it.
Yeah.
And she buries it.
Pulled the trigger. Looked good.
The Saints needed that one.
They did. Ooh. Saints lead by 9. Crumbs looks to cut into that lead. Good pass inside.
Not sure about that one.
And she's fouled.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either. Let's
by
take a look at that
Cruzy.
thing. Let's take a look at that.
Passes down to the call on the body, maybe? I didn't see it on the hands.
I didn't either.
We are a long way from the court.
We are a long way from the court. First free throw's up and good. Saints lead by 10.
Crumb's having a breather here. Finish the quarter, it looks like.
Missed everything. It'll be Saints ball. So 27.9. I assume the Saints will hold for the last. Shot clock is off here. They lead by 10.
Cruzy at the high post. Back out to Hicken at the point. Down to the corner. Anderson's got it. Most of Saints cycle through. Anderson drives, and she's fouled. On the floor.
24 on the foul, so that's Hannah True on the foul. That is her 3rd. That's 5 fouls, so
it shows
that should have been
3.
Oh,
it
yeah,
shows 3
that is correct. That is correct. That is only 3. My sheet was wrong. The shot by Peterson's no good to end the quarter, and after 3, Saints 37, Central Springs Panthers 27.
And while we break, let's just take one more moment here to thank you, FSB. Thank you, Grain Millers, for your generous contribution to get Saints into Saints activities when playing at home, absolutely free of charge. And if you're enjoying watching this game free of charge, please consider donating to Saints TV through our partner, Give Butter. If you're looking on your computer, that's givebutter.com/SaintsFan. Or scan the QR code, or many of you have actually been mailing checks. The address is in front of you, Saints TV, P.O. Box 371, Saint Ansgar, Iowa, 50472.
If you're like Joel Carlson and you're loving the new graphics, we'd love to have you support the channel and Saints Athletics by giving butter if you can. Update in the chat from Jack Tripper on wrestling. The girls are at a meet in El Cater tonight. Looks like Hall has won her first match.
Wow.
Evans won a match. Macy Meyer with a match win. And Meitner wins the match tonight.
Thanks, Jack, for the update.
Lots going on tonight. We had 7th and 8th grade basketball on the channel earlier tonight. Thanks to those high school guys for stepping up and broadcasting that for us. That was fun to watch.
Did great. Dylan and Dylan, the duo, the double D duo.
What a drive and score there by Falk.
That's a senior saying, 4th quarter, we need a bucket here. I'm going to go get you one. I'm going to go get you
the offense a little bit. Don't mind if I do.
And I think that's where Central Springs missed without Casey Crum, is that ability for her just to get it into her. And they do that there. But the shot's no good. Peterson with the rebound, and she's fouled.
I actually like that strategy. I want to go back to that here if I can for just a second. Can I see that? The push out on that rebound into Peterson's hands. Didn't work the way we wanted it to, maybe.
Foul number 1. Again, fouls reset now after the quarter.
Anderson gives it to Falk down here in the corner. She dribbles out to the left wing.
She thought about driving again.
Oh, looking for Amelia on the backdoor pass, but a little bit too soft in the pass. And the Panthers have it the other way.
It was a very good idea.
It was there.
Yeah, it was. Errant pass inside to Crum, and she can't corral it. Kicks it out of bounds. Saints ball.
Saints lead by 12 here in this game, and they kind of have had that kind of lead the whole game, but it feels like we need to work hard to hold on to that lead the way things are going right here in the second half.
It's been a much more even game with Crum back on the court. Peterson somehow doesn't travel, but does get the double dribble in there. She did a heck of a job. Just keep that pivot foot down. Looks like we're going to have a discussion about this. The near official saw something different. He saw a timeout by the Saints prior to the turnover. So, Coach Kakerice gets a well-timed timeout call.
Snuck that one in there.
And I believe the Saints will retain possession here after the timeout. So we'll reset. 6:51 to go in the 4th quarter. Saints lead by 12 in a game they've dominated really from the start. It was 6-0 at one point, then 11-2, I think, at another point. And, Saints stretched their lead to 14, 16, I believe, late in the second quarter. But the Panthers have kind of clawed their way back into this thing in the second half. It's a 12-point differential, but it feels closer than that in the second half.
Yes, it does. And that's basketball for you, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, a couple three-pointers really changed that whole dynamic. With 6:51 to go, that's plenty of time. So Saints need to do it.
Officials are talking this one over still.
Is it a clock issue with the timeout being called?
Perhaps.
Keep in mind, Portia's back out there. She's got 4 fouls. She's got to be careful here. 7 minutes to go. You don't want to be picking up that right away.
So we got Porsche, Peterson, Cruzy, Anderson, and Falk will be your 5 Saints when we resume play here after the officials sort this one out. Explaining to the Central Springs coach what the call is here. I think that's...
Will they come up here next and tell us what's going on?
I hope so. Coach is pleading his case. Looks like they're having a friendly conversation. So all good here. And it'll be Saints ball. Leading by 12 at the start of the 4th quarter.
28 seconds on the shot clock. Is that maybe part of what they're sorting out?
It could be. That's very possible. Yep. And, really just the second year of that shot clock, so everybody's still getting used to it. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Prazak. We'll stay with the Saints. Falk to inbound. Into Cruzy. Amelia with a great move inside, but can't get the little floater to go. Rebounded by Central Springs. Haift with the ball. Down low. Little floater doesn't go. Rebounded by Cruzy. She's fouled as she's getting that rebound. That's going to be on Crum, and that's her 4th foul. She played a really solid 3rd quarter without picking up a foul, but gets one there.
Now the board shows three fouls.
That is her third. Yep, she did not get one in the second or in the third. So she didn't play the second. So you are correct. That is her third. Foul there on Central Springs as well. So they pick up 2 very quick fouls, and they have 3 here with 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Once they get to 5, the Saints will shoot 2. Hicken inbounds. Cruzy to Anderson. Anderson attempts to drive, but gets the ball taken away. Shot up on the other end's no good. Rebounded by Central Springs, put back up, misses again. Rebounded by Crum. A third opportunity here. This is Prazak, fouled by Porsche.
There's a lot
That'll
of
be
contact.
her 5th. And Porsche will take a seat for the rest of the night. Played a great basketball game tonight.
A lot of contact under the hoop there. I know that the Central Springs coach here was not liking what he saw.
He wasn't happy.
And I believe the real foul probably happened before Porsche's fifth in that one.
I agree. You could kind of see it like, well, the next anything that's close is going to get called a foul because they missed one. They did miss one, no doubt about it. Call another one there. They're going to get Lindsay Cruzy for her second. Crum goes to the line for 2. First one's up and good. She's made the first one every time tonight and missed the second one every time tonight. Let's see if we can give her the announcer's jinx here. Second one's up and no good. Rebounded by Hicken. Hicken slows it up. Good
Smartly.
Decision.
Back to Falk on the point. Oh, nice pass down low to Urbach. Oh, she was too open.
Too open. A little too strong for Urbach underneath.
What a pass by Falk there to set that
was
up.
a great play. Yeah, later in the season, we'll execute perfectly.
That'll be the bus ride home. Hey, you ruined my highlight there.
Right.
Off a foot. I believe it'll stay with the Panthers.
That's Ryan. She's played well tonight for Central Springs. Cruzy comes out and Jar back in. She's got 4 fouls, so Josie's going to have to play carefully here. The last 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, getting to be a little bit of foul trouble here.
Prazak lays it up and in. Good move by Prazak. Get 2 for Central Springs and then makes a good defensive play. Knocks a pass away. Goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Saints.
And the lead is within 10 now.
Yeah, it's 9 very quickly here.
Hickens got in the corner, thought about a 3. Back to the point to Urbach. He dribbles up to the top of the key. Back to Hicken on the left wing.
All 5 out here for the Saints.
Yeah. Ooh, not what you want to be doing there, giving up a jump ball.
And the arrow goes to the Panthers. Central Springs ball here. So they look to take the lead under 9, I believe, for the first time in the second half. Or was it 7 one other time, perhaps, in this third quarter?
Yeah, it has not been a single-digit lead for some time.
This Newhoff misses. Rebound.
Another jump.
I thought Urbach had that one herself.
Yep.
But they called jump ball, Saints ball either way. Possession arrow will go back the other way here to Central Springs on the next one. Hicken loses her footing. Over and back. I think Hicken thought there was a reason she lost her footing there, and I think I might agree with her.
I would agree with you on that. There's no doubt there was a reason.
This has been a physical game in the second half especially, and they've kind of let them play.
Now, is it a foul if she runs across the girl's foot?
Right. Yep, exactly right. That's I'm not being critical of the officials because, yeah, it's just been a physical game. And who tripped over who there and why? Aved inside and fouled. She'll shoot 2. Crum's getting a breather, so she's not on the court. And when she's not on the court, Aubrey Haft seems to be their go-to offense.
And she's been playing well.
She has. Played
Another
a great game
high
tonight.
arcing free throw, doesn't find the bottom of the net. Looked like it was going to be good.
Neither team has shot well from the stripe here tonight.
No. A lot of points being left on the floor because of that.
Yeah, this might be a 50-40 game instead of a 40-30 game with made free throws.
Urbach skies for the rebound, gets it out to Falk, who brings it up. Dribbles to the point.
It's tipped away, so that's not an over and back.
Oof. Oh, gotta be stronger with those passes.
Hicken with the good defense at the other end. But they call her for the foul. And Kruger will shoot 2. Third foul for Kaylee tonight.
As soon as you kind of lean in with those arms and bring them down a little bit, that's when they get you.
That's when you hear the coaches say, straight up!
Yep.
That's what they mean,
that's
right?
How they get you.
That's what they mean.
That's the 4th foul for the Saints in the 4th quarter. So the next foul, they will shoot 2. New rule this year.
The way things have been going here this last couple of minutes, it feels like we're lucky to have a 9-point lead.
It does. It does.
Change hopefully happens here after this discussion with coaches. We'll be anxious to see what happens.
I believe the Saints have, in not the 4th quarter combined, but the equivalent of the last quarter, the Saints have 6 points in the last 8 minutes of basketball. So they've gone a little cold here from the floor. Credit Central Springs. They've upped their game defensively.
They have, yeah.
I want to thank some of our sponsors, LR Fault Construction, BET Roofing, Wold Wheel and Rim. Thank you for your support of Saints TV.
So Central Springs goes to the line. I believe they have 1 free throw remaining here, right?
Believe you are right, Joe.
No, he just said 2. I thought they shot 1 before. 2 shots
believe
here.
you were wrong, Joe.
First one's up and in. Jewel returns to the floor. She's got 4 fouls. Jewel Jar, excuse me, we're going to have to come up with nicknames for the 2 Josies so we can go with something besides Jewel and Jar. Second one is in as well. So the Saints lead is cut to 7. Under 4 to go.
Errant pass by Anderson in the backcourt. Hickens reels it in and gives it back to Fall. Dribbles right into a half-court trap. And the Panthers are looking to put on pressure here, and they're sure doing it.
Really strong
pass
defense.
Goes off the thigh of a Panther and out of bounds, so the Saints will keep it. But down to 23 on the shot clock, so.
Saints need a bucket here.
Can't be sloppy.
They do. 7-point lead.
Get yourself a good look here.
Probably not the look you were looking for, but.
Aspen long there, rebounded by Prezak. Try to get the ball inside to Crum. Cruzy with the good defensive play, steps in front of it, but can't corral it. It goes out of bounds. Central Springs ball.
The lead is now down to 7.
Precariously perched on a 7-point lead.
Yeah. 3 from the corner.
Rebounded by Jar.
Falk brings it up. He's going to the point. Panthers have switched to a 2-3 zone here late in the game.
Dangerous pass, but Hicken finds it, gets tipped to Anderson.
Oh!
Off the glass and in, and I thought she got fouled on the way as well.
I sure did too. She sure bounced off like she got fouled.
There's the bucket the Saints needed. Back lead by 9. Crum takes the ball across half court.
Panthers doing a much better job of breaking the Saint Ansgar's press here in the second half.
3's no good, but rebounded underneath by True, who's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. I believe that's Josie's
That's her 5th. And like we just talked about, she brought that arm down. and they'll get you for that.
So the second Saint of the night fouls out. Amelia Porsche already on the bench with 5. Josie Jar joins her.
Jar had a pretty good game going, too.
She did. She's played well off the bench tonight.
Great minutes.
And you play with that kind of intensity, you're going to pick up fouls. That's how the game works, right?
Yep.
Free throws up and good.
An 8-point game with 2:42 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Central Springs calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. I believe they only have 1 timeout left. The scoreboard is not updated. I do know that because I know they don't have 5.
I don't believe they're tracking the timeouts on the scoreboard because we got 5 left too, and I know we've taken some. So Joe, we're 3 quarters and some change in. What do you think so far about the 23-24 season so far?
I like the energy and intensity that these Saints girls are playing with. They're going to have to reel it in a bit and find that line of what's aggressive without being a foul, and what's a smart foul, and what's a shouldn't have done that foul.
Yep, and it's we talked about the depth earlier in the game, and that's really going to come into play here because now you got 2 of your bigs really that have fouled out. So we'll see how Cruzy can manage, and I believe Bork is in there now for Jar.
Yep, I think that's who is going in.
And you know, it's not like he's pulling people off the end of his bench, Cake Rice, to substitute for these players. I mean, all these girls have gotten solid minutes so far tonight, so definitely an advantage. And it's going to come down to closing out games now because you're up, 8 points here with just under 3 minutes to play.
1 free throw here remaining, and that's up and good. 7-point lead for the Saints. Anderson's going to inbound. Panthers are going to press. So the Saints get the chance to break this press here to start the season. Anderson with the pass deflected by Hafe. Yep. Back to her underneath, up and in, and the Saints lead is 5. Anderson picked off by Crum.
Out for 3.
Fessler, no good.
Short.
Rebounded by Borg.
Long rebound. You got to grab those, and she did. Falk over to Hicken on the right wing. Thinks better about it. Over to Anderson on the left wing. Cruzy with step back 3. Doesn't quite go for Anderson.
Hafe with the rebound. You know what they're going to try to do. They're getting the ball into 53. Can we stop it? Anderson with a great defensive play to knock that ball away.
Absolutely.
Force the jump ball, but it'll stay with Central Springs.
And the Saints are a disciplined team. They've got to not worry about trying to eat. Obviously, clock is important here. But if they have a shot on their side of the court, they've got to take that shot. 5 points is not enough of a lead here.
Yep. Again, it's find that balance, right, of burn a little clock and get a good-looking shot and take it when you get it. And if that's 8 seconds in, then take it. Because 5's not going to do it. I agree.
Good hands by Hicken on the inbound pass, but can't quite get the ball back. Pass inside to Hafe, and man, that was a big, strong move.
Yeah, she's been really good down low.
Muscles away to the rim, finds the glass. Easy one for the Panthers. And the Saints here, they're feeling a little pressure.
Yep.
Ill-advised pass again. That was a carry.
Yes, it was. And a foul on the other end. Hicken is fouled as she goes to intercept that.
It's a bad 20 seconds of basketball right there.
That is.
Both ways, both teams. A little sloppy.
Yep. Minute 24 to go here. Saints lead by 3.
And it's a 1-possession game. Don't look now.
Don't look now. Yep. And this gives
gotta be smart with
the Panthers a chance to set up their press. That's been very effective. Get her off her feet and go through her, right? Good job.
Way to dribble out of that by Hicken.
Great job by Hicken. Trapped in the corner, but fouled. And you got to call it. We can't let them hack away here. Aubrey Hafe with the foul. That is her 3rd.
Hicken will go to the line now.
Yep, that's 5. There's your 5-foul rule, new for 2023-24.
And these free throws are big. Shouldn't have to say it. big break.
Don't say
big.
They're big. There you go.
Oh.
Oof. I thought that had a chance, but it ends up just a little short, rims out. Make this one and we'll forgive the last one, right? That's how this works. Make 1 to 2 here. Get yourself a 2-possession lead with 1:13 to go.
Got to make this one. Need
Throw her
that
up to me,
two-possession
Joe. Oh.
Kicks long. Hicken fouls on the rebound. That'll be 2 shots.
The other way.
The other way.
4th foul on Hicken as well.
So we've seen the new foul rules come into play. I guess most of the time in a regular season game, by the time we were in the double bonus anyway with a minute to go in the 4th quarter. But with the new rules, after 5, or after 4 really, they're automatic 2 free throws. So the first one's up and good.
And this is not what you want. Oop, beeper's going off here in the gym. It's not what you want as a Saints fan. Is the clock is stopped and your opponent is getting free
scoring points.
Yeah, scoring points. Yeah.
She does miss the second one, but Crum gets the rebound. With the chance to tie is Prazak. Short, rebounded by Peterson. Big rebound by Kenzie Peterson.
And she's not wasting any time getting up. Throws it up to Cruzy. Oh, a tip shot by Crum. Passed out to Anderson at the left wing, back to Hicken. She fires a 3. Oh, rims out.
Good defense by Anderson. Forces a bad pass. And Falk has the ball. 43 seconds to go. Saints lead by 2. Timeout. Timeout before the shot. Full timeout for the Saints. Coach Kakerice says, let's slow this thing down. Talk about it a second. Saints lead by 2. 41 seconds and the ball. Well, we got an exciting finish. Game number 1 here for the girls. Maybe more exciting than they wanted.
Definitely. But they're playing against a good team, a team that we knew was going to have some scoring coming back from last year. Team they split last year with. So.
And one of these games last year was eerily similar to this one.
Yeah.
With a big Saints lead that trickled away at the end. So Saints look to close this one out. Lead by 2. They have 2 girls on the bench with 5 fouls. They have 2 on the court, I believe, with 4 fouls as well. So have been in foul trouble, but a deep bench this year for the Saints team, and they've needed it tonight.
Absolutely. And if they can hang on here, this should be a, like you said at the tip, Joe, you can't win the conference tonight, but you can lose it. So to get a road conference win to start the season off, that's got to be what the Saints are banking for here. So
Yep.
A 2-point lead. They got the ball. We'll see if they can get her done.
See what Kakerice and Anderson drew up on the sideline here for the Saints.
Yeah, how important was that early lead now?
Oh, man, right?
You needed that buffer.
Picking to inbound. Gets it to Cruzy. He's back to Peterson at the point. Anderson's got it now. Back to Peterson.
There it is.
Aspen with a nice open drive. Can't get the ball to go.
Shot clock's off.
Panthers have a chance to tie and win with 20 seconds left.
That is Saints ball.
Anderson with the steal.
What a great play. She knocked it away and right off.
That's the second or third time
Fessler's
she's done
foot.
that tonight,
yes.
too.
Yep, and it goes out of bounds off Fessler. Saints ball. What a huge play. Now the shot clock is off. Saints have the ball, and they call their last, I believe, full timeout.
Let's go take another look at that one.
Good defensive play by Kenzie.
Good hands.
And you see it clearly goes off a 31 there, or at least in the Saints fans' eyes.
In the Saints fans' eyes, it's clearly off.
Great play just to hang in there, get that thing knocked away. Good look by Falk on this end on that. Again, we talked about you need points. You get a good open look. I thought she got it. It just wouldn't go. Touched off the glass and just a little too strong off the front of the iron.
She's kind of had a rough shooting night, Falk has, but she's really impacted the game in a lot of other ways that aren't going to show up on the box score.
Right.
I mean, she's been bringing the ball up, helping to break the press, really active hands on defense. She's kind of been all over the floor. So great game. I think she's only got 2 points so far, 4 points maybe. But but really finding a way to impact the game in other ways. And we're really going to need here in this last 23 seconds.
And Central Springs has defensively been doing a bang-up job, particularly here in the second half. So what do you guys see happening here? We're going to just move the ball around?
I think, yeah, you don't have a shot clock. You don't want to get a 5-second call here. Guarding too close. You just got to get the ball inbounded and let them foul you.
Yep, and they do. Foul Anderson. So Kinsey will go to the line for 2 to, dare I say, seal it for the Saints.
Don't say it, Joe.
22 seconds to
don't
go.
Even say it. Don't even say it. It's too late. It's too late. He said it.
He said it.
She's making both. She's got that Anderson blood. She makes free throws. First one is
there
up
it is.
and good.
All right, one more here.
That was a big one.
One more we'll put on the highlight reel. How's that?
Kinsey gets the steal, right? And then turns around, gets fouled, and makes both free throws. Clutch, Kinsey Anderson.
Ice in the veins.
Prazak. 20 seconds to go in this game. Saints lead by 4.
Can't foul.
Yep, going to be smart defense.
They got to get a quick one here.
He throws it up, but rebounded by Crum twice. The second one goes.
Timeout Central Springs.
Timeout Central Springs. 7 seconds to go. Saints lead by 2, and will have the ball with 7 seconds. 7 seconds remain. That gives that timeout there. Of course, gives Central Springs the opportunity to set up that press that has been effective here in the last 5 minutes.
How do they beat that press? It has been. I mean, these big girls have really taken a toll on ours.
Yep. I think the key the last couple of times has been to get Crum off her feet and then go around her.
We see
with
they
that
can
ball
do that.
fake.
Yep.
I'm sure that's what the coaches are talking about down there is here's what this press break looks like. Here's how we're going to execute this thing. Worked on it on practice 100 times over the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
Let's go execute it in the game.
And the thing is if they get the ball in and they're pressing one-on-one, then you want to get everybody out of the way and let your ball handler bring the ball up. But if they're trapping you, you got to have your bigs that are back on this side of the court. They got to come up to half court to help. And that's kind of when
communication, right?
That's communication.
Yeah, you got to know.
We've gotten into trouble a couple times where we get the ball into the big at center court, and then they'll try to be too quick with it, turn around and make a dumb pass after that.
Yep.
And so you just got to be strong and smart with the ball. You got time. It's got to be 10 seconds to get the ball across half court, and with 7 seconds left, you don't even have to get it down the court. So you just got to get it in. And I'm sure Central Springs is going to foul right away, so just get a nice, clean inbound pass. Let them follow you.
Look at this. Look at this. We've got 5. And now we want to have a discussion about what the rule is here with the officials. We have all 5 girls standing out of bounds on the baseline.
Doing a little trickery here.
Yep. And looks like Coach Kakerice is helping the officials understand what his plan is here. And we got our point across, it looks like.
So now can Anderson run the baseline here?
I don't know. Honestly, I've never seen this before.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
Wow. So they took more than 5 seconds to get the ball in.
Right. So the Saints turn it over. Coach Kakerice, that's not how he drew it up. Not happy. So we had a miscommunication there somewhere. I assume that ball was supposed to, on that last pass, be automatically inbounded somewhere.
Yep.
Does not work. Central Springs calls timeout here. They will have the ball with a chance to win it with 7 seconds to go.
And it looked like there might have been an opening there to toss the ball, and I just don't think they pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah, they'll work on that one again.
It feels like you do that. First girl goes, second girl goes. Now we assume the third girl's going to do the same thing, right? If she cuts back out, it should be an open pass. It feels like that could be a really effective play, but
and I think it was one of those situations where I'm guessing each girl who caught the ball in succession had the green light to throw it in, and maybe they just got too focused on running down the line of girls. They missed throwing the ball in.
Sure.
So.
Yep.
Interesting play. I've never quite seen it done that way before.
I've never seen that one before. Nope.
And to call it in the first game of the year,
right.
Interesting.
Yep. So Central Springs inbounds under their own basket, down by 2, 7 seconds remain. Prazak for 3.
The lead. Doesn't get it.
Short
Big
rebound.
by Hicken.
Hicken gets the rebound, gets
and
fouled.
That should do it, barring some sort of, well, I'm not going to say it.
Don't say it, Duke.
1.8 seconds. We got free throws coming.
Kaylee's got 2 free throws coming here. 2-point lead, 1.8 remain. Great rebound by Kaylee Hicken there. Whew.
No more 1-and-1, right?
No more 1-and-1. Those do not exist, so we're in the bonus here for 2.
Oh, needed that one. Well, you need this
up,
one, really.
Rattles around, does not go in. Kaylee's going to make this one to make it a 3-point game. Shots up, and it rims out. Crum with the rebound. Takes a
Not
3
gonna make it.
short. Saints hold on to win, 43-41. Move to 1-0 on the year. What a game at the end.
That is a nail-biter, boys.
Great first half for the Saints. Great second half for the Panthers, and it all evened out to a really close game there.
Close game, yep. Saints learned a lot in that second half. They will take some feedback back from that second half and get better and go again on Saturday.
Definitely.
So
I'm looking forward to the next time they try that inbounds play, because I want to see how it's supposed to run. I know K. Christ is not happy with how that went.
And we will see it again just so we can all see this is what it's supposed to look like.
It's a unique play and one that certainly has merit in a situation like that. It's just the first game of the year, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and we saw that kind of all game. I mean, both teams really is, the offense wasn't that great. Little not very crisp passes. There were some just getting the rust off from the offseason and just not quite getting back into the flow and the speed of the game at the varsity level. And, that'll get better as the game goes on for both teams. But, some good things to hang your hat on tonight for the Saints and some things to learn for next time.
Yep, it was definitely an early season game.
For sure.
And, you knocked a little rust off tonight. You can learn, get better, and win a conference basketball game. We'll take it,
yep,
right?
Absolutely.
There are no style points. There are no we won by 17 or we won by 2. It's did you win or did you lose? And Saints
don't
girls
ask how,
start
they
with a
ask
win.
how many when it comes to wins.
Yep, exactly right. So the Saints find a way, survive, win 43-41. The boys game coming up in 14 minutes, so it won't be long. We'll do this again.
We're going to take a little break here. We do have another stream scheduled for boys, so if you're logging off right now, and a few of them have, obviously I'm not talking to you who have, come on back. Saints TV will be starting a new broadcast here for the boys game in just a couple minutes, so thanks for watching. We'll see you in a few.